John chapter 10, 3 through 5. To him the porter openeth, and the sheep hear his voice. And he calleth his own sheep by name, and leadeth them out. And when he putteth forth his own sheep, he goeth before them, and the sheep follow him, for they know his voice. And a stranger will they not follow, but will flee from him, for they know not the voice of the strangers. John 10 and 27, my sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. So all these false doctrines out here, and people willing to play the sleight of hand with precepts, lie, reject truth, simply because they love to take pleasure in certain things that is a sin or an abomination unto them, they're not going to follow Yahweh's voice. They're going to follow the devil's voice, who is their father. And they'll also do their best to lead the others astray. But at the end of the day, Yahweh's sheep is going to stick to sound doctrine. For those that are still struggling somehow, that don't understand what we are supposed to eat and what we are not supposed to eat, that comes out of the waters. This is a clarification. So Leviticus 9, these shall ye eat of all that are in the waters. Whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall you eat. Y'all, this is plain. If it doesn't have fins and it doesn't have scales, you can't eat it. This is including octopuses, anemones, corals, algae, clams, so on, so forth. Y'all get so stuck on just fish. It's not just fish. Fish that doesn't have scales or fins, you can't eat it. That would include shrimp. That would include crab, lobster, catfish, crawfish. Okay, algae. You cannot consume these things. They are unclean unto you. Okay, so verse 10. And all that have fins and scales in the sea, in the rivers, of all that moves in the waters, and of every living thing which is in the water, they shall be an abomination unto you. So this is where people getting tripped up. They're saying Seamoss is not a living thing. You have been dumbed down to the point to believe that Seamoss is not alive. Everything in the ocean is alive, you guys, including the water. Okay, so we'll go into the blue letter and get the definitions, okay? So we'll get of all. Let's see what it includes. Of all, the whole, all, the whole of, any, each, every, anything, totality, everything. Okay? This is including everything that is in the water, not just fish. I seen somebody drop a comment saying this talk about fish. Y'all need to get some understanding, and it's probably because you're consuming these things, your mind is being blocked from understanding the precepts. Some of y'all got Seamoss demons on you. You don't want to receive the fact that it's an abomination unto you, and so it's becoming a snare unto you and a stumbling block unto you, where you can't even see that this is a sin. So this is including everything in the waters, not just limited to fish. Okay, so let's go back, because somebody said it's not flesh. Seamoss is not a flesh. So we'll go back to verse 11. They shall be even an abomination unto you. Ye shall not eat of their flesh, but ye shall have their carcasses in abomination. So let's see what flesh is, because a lot of you all lack understanding. We'll go into the blue letter. We'll see what flesh is. Biblical usage. Flesh of the body of humans, of animal, the body itself, male organs or generation, kindred, blood, relations, flesh as frail as earring, man against God. Here it is, number 6, all living things. All living things. Anything that is alive is considered flesh, according to the biblical usage of the Bible. All living things. So it is flesh. 7, animals. 8, mankind. Okay, so any of y'all still tripped up? Let's see. Seamoss is alive. Is Seamoss alive. Okay, here's AI. Yes, Seamoss is a lie. Clarification. Seamoss is a type of algae, okay, or seaweed, significantly known as chondrus crispus growth. It grows in the tide pools and inlets along the rocky coast of Europe, North America, and British Isles. Harvesting Seamoss is harvested to extinct carrageenan, a jelly-like substance used to thicken in food industry. Okay, so I don't need to know all of that. I just need to know if it's alive. Yes, it's alive. So what exactly? So if it's an algae, we know the purpose of an algae. What does algae do? The algae, it draws nitrates out of water, bad nutrients out the water. It sucks up leads, it sucks up metals, it sucks up CO2, okay? It filters this out the water so that everything won't die, okay? Okay, so we know that Seamoss is algae. It's algae. So does algae clean the ocean? Let's see. AI is saying yes, algae can help clean the ocean and the environment in many ways. Algae, especially large brown algae, absorbs carbon monoxide from the atmosphere and releases oxygen back into it through photosynthesis. Scientists believe that brown algae can capture more than 500 million tons of carbon dioxide. Algae can break down plastic material using enzymes and toxins to produce itself. Algae can be used to treat black odorous waters, removing pollutants and conditioning the water. Algae can be used in wastewater treatments to remove carbon, nitrates, and phosphorus. These things are very harmful to consume inside your body. So bottom line, Seamoss is an algae that literally cleans the ocean from its CO2, from nitrates, bad nutrients, leads, metals. So it's a bottom feeder. It helps cleanse the ocean, just like the catfish, the shrimp, the crab, the lobster. All these things are an abomination unto you. If you can't understand that, you have a Seamoss demon in you, and it's best that you just go repent instead of trying to rebuttal. Seek these things out and stop being so simple, listening to a mere man tell you Seamoss is not a sin when you haven't even did the studying or took the time out to search these things out. We're supposed to search for truth. We came out of Christianity believing every damn thing, so we just dropped the ball there. No, you have to prove all things. You can't just listen to what a person says. You have to go in there and study to show thyself approved, which I just did. So take it or leave it. At the end of the day, we have to return back to the Most High, keep His law, statutes, and commandments. Shalom.